What up, y'all? How's it going? BenDeen here. Today, I'm going to be eating some American food and some Korean food. This is probably the most common order that SJ and I get when we order food. We've probably ordered this combination, I don't even want to think about it. I'm not going to lie, usually I would order McDonald's, but today I decided to get a little fancy with it. Even though it looks like I'm squatting up in some abandoned house, or I don't know, I'm kind of going for that insane asylum look. I'm thinking it looks pretty good, but just pretend this is McDonald's. And this is like exactly what SJ and I ordered probably, I don't know, I want to say hundreds of times, but maybe thousands. SJ's not here with me right now. I'm going to be eating all this alone. You might be wondering like, why, what's your concept behind this? I'll tell you in a minute, but let me first show you what I'm working with. This is tteokbokki. You know, I've had this before. This is probably SJ's favorite food, I gotta say. It's not my favorite food, so I don't usually, whenever she wants to order this, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just go for something else, you know? It's a hot, spicy, kind of sweet rice cake type of deal. Soft and chewy, up in this red sauce. And I also got me a side of fried fish cakes, which are really good. Actually, I don't really like these that much, but I like them from this place. And it's a good combo. It's a good combo. It goes well with this, surprisingly. You might not think so, but it be working out. So for me, I'm not messing around today. I got myself a triple bacon cheeseburger. Look at that. Would you just look at that? That looks delicious, man. Wow. Piping hot, fresh, and some French fries. Got some ketchup, got me a Coke. This Korean side over here, this cost about, I want to say $6, $6.50 or something. And this was about double. This was about, you know, 12, 13 bucks. The Coke came with this one, so I mean, yeah, American food is always going to be more expensive. We realized this a couple years ago now. We're like, you know what? Whenever we order food, at least like 90% of the time, I get American food and she gets Korean food. It's kind of an interesting cultural difference. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. Speaking of cultural differences, why am I doing this video? To promote a book. That book is written by Keith Kim, aka Gyopo Keith, aka the guy who runs soulistic.com. You might not know of it, but you might know of it. It was a big YouTube channel for a while before, like 6 years ago. I was all about that channel. Watched every video. He stopped making videos for some reason, but they're good quality. I mean, they should still be up on YouTube. Anyway, he recently wrote a book, and I'm in it. And it's called How to Navigate Korea's Unique Dating Culture. I think it's only an ebook for now, but you never know what could happen in the future. You might be like, oh snaps, I gotta buy that book right off the bat. Well, if you do, there should be a link in the description. When you go to buy it, you can enter a coupon code, BEN, Ben, as a coupon code, and you'll get $5 off. So it should come out to like 17 bucks. If you're hesitant, like, man, I don't read, then, you know, maybe by the time this video finishes, you'll be like, actually, I do kind of want to read that book. But we'll see. Let me get into this food. I'm going to start off with this burger, man. It's been eyeing me down. Let's take a quick look. This is looking great. Look at that. The bun. You know, it could be a little bit more sturdy. I wish it had a little bit more integrity. That's kind of ticks me off sometimes, but shit. Like, look at that. That's just a mass of meat. That's a mound of meat, bacon, cheese, ketchup. Oh my God. Incredible. Simply incredible. That's the crust on those burger patties is just, it's reminding me of like an old mom and pop shop. Greasy deliciousness. That's all I got to say. I mean, you've probably seen me eat all these foods before, so I'm not going to really go into too much detail. Let me try this. Fries, they good. Let me try one of these little spicy rice cakes here. not bad. I think adding this in there. Definitely, this is mixing it up a little bit. Without this, in my opinion, this to me is just very one-dimensional. Like I said, you know, SJ's always wanted to order this, and I'm always like, nah. Like, here's one thing: Korean girls, I'll just say right off the bat, Korean girls love this tteokbokki. I think every single one. Don't mean to sound sexist or anything, but I'm pretty sure. Korean guys, I mean, they'll eat it, but you don't really see two guys like, yo, let's go and eat tteokbokki. The thing is, Koreans will eat this as like a meal. Like that's all you need. This, like, I can't really fathom it. It's spicy though, so. But yeah, if you're like a foreigner in Korea, you might know the struggle. If you're dating a Korean person. So let me go way back real quick. If you don't want to hear much talking, then this might not be the video for you, because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of talking. But we're not. So like I said, I watched all this guy's videos. Keith, Reupload Keith. Way back in the day before I came to Korea for the first time, because he did videos on like Korean culture. Especially like modern, trendy, kind of the culture that young people actually care about. I'm not saying traditional Korean culture, like old school stuff, is no fun, but it can be to some people, I guess. But you know, he's hip, he's with it. He made a bunch of videos, and I watched every single one. Huge fan. When I first came to Seoul, I was drinking. I think I remember being alone at the time for some weird reason. I was on the second floor of this bar, and I looked down and I see him walking down the street. I'm like, oh, I had a serious fanboy moment. This was before this. I still idolized YouTubers at that point, but I wanted to be one, but I was just too scared to try it, to pull the trigger. I didn't start my YouTube till way later. But I'm yelling, hey, yo Keith. And so, oh snap, must be some fanboy run down there, you know, talk to him. We have some beers, you know, talk a little bit. Didn't talk to him for a while. He hit me up and he's like, yo, I'm making this book. Be in it. The book's about Korean dating culture. I took a look at this book. It's extensive. It's got literally everything you need and more. At the end, what he does is basically interview like several different like influencers or people who, you know, have experience living in Korea, dating people in Korea as a foreigner. And I'm one of those people. Wow. But yeah, the book's basically talking about everything you need to know. If you were wondering about, it's a pretty long book. I'm thinking about reading it, because I don't know a lot about some of this stuff either. I honestly don't have that much experience. Like basically what he was interviewing me about was like my experiences with dating in Korea and the cultural differences, you know, what I found, you know, either difficult or just my past experiences. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't really have that much experience dating in Korea. Like, at least I didn't really get around the block that much as much as you might think. But there's definitely some stuff in this book that you won't know about me. You might think I'm an asshole if you read this book like, damn, BenDeen, he's off the rails, but it is what it is. But you know, at this point, I've been with SJ for a long time, and I think I've gotten used to a lot of the cultural differences. My ex-girlfriend way back in the day was also Korean, so you know, I learned a little about that at that time as well. But well, yeah, there's a couple left in here. I think I'm gonna save those. Maybe I'll probably just give them to SJ. And yeah, I don't know. I'm probably missing out on some stuff that I should have said but didn't say. But once again, the book is called How to Navigate Korea's Unique Dating Culture. It's a long book. From what I've seen, it's very long, very detailed. I'm in it. Like, why wouldn't you buy it, really? Especially with that code you can get. Pretty crazy stuff, if you ask me. Wow. So yeah, I mean, this food is just like an excuse to make this video. I didn't want to make some video just me talking about dating in Korea, because I think I've done that, and that's kind of just, I didn't want to do that again. So hopefully some of you guys found this interesting. Hopefully some of you guys will check out that book as well. So that's about it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.